Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your housewife and this is my little kitchen. Okay, so today I'm gonna be making something light and refreshing again. We're back with it. What's summertime without lemonade, right? Or any time without lemonade. But I have a little twist on it. I'm adding basil. So today's recipe is basil lemonade. And I'm making a little snack too, fried okra. I'm just throwing that in there. So let's get started. I'm gonna start off with the lemonade because that'll take longer to make. I have three nice sized lemons here and they're already clean. Just gonna cut them in half. One thing that I like to do with my lemons, no matter how soft they are or hard they are, is just roll them just to get the juices flowing and such. So I'm gonna squeeze all the lemons to this bowl using tongs. I don't really care about the seeds, like the seeds can stay. This is the initial squeeze. And it's putting them between the tongs and squeezing them. I find that it's easier. I mean, if you have like a lemon juicer or citrus juicer, you can use that too, but this is going to make about 1 cup of lemon juice. And obviously this is the base to our lemonade. So instead of sugar for this lemonade, I'm using honey and agave nectar, which I find, I don't know, it just eases my conscience. I'm gonna be honest with you. So for the basil, I'm just gonna make a simple syrup, a basil simple syrup that's sugar, water, or your sweetener, water, and whatever you're infusing. In this case, basil. I'm gonna turn my stove on high. And add 3/4 cup of honey and 1/4 cup of agave nectar. Then I'm gonna add 1 cup of water. And put in my basil. This is it's 1 package of basil that I've already washed. Just gonna put that in there. and it will wilt down. So initially, I'm just gonna kind of stamp the basil to get more of the oils and flavor out of it. You can even tear it before putting it in there too. I'm just using my flipper here. My spatula. I still have it on high because I want it to come to a boil. And while that's warming up, I'm gonna take a spoon, and some people don't like pulp in their lemonade. I'm a pulp person. So I'm just gonna get every little bit of this lemon that I can out of here. One other thing you wanna remember to do with your lemons is to wash the outside of them, because you don't know what's on there. I'm actually gonna save the remains of my lemons. You can freeze them, and if you have a garbage disposal, you can take them out and just plop them in the garbage disposal. It'll clean your garbage disposal, and also it'll sharpen your blades because it's frozen. That's just a nice little tip. Now my syrup is boiling. I'm just gonna turn that down. On low. And let it steep. Okay, now I have my basil syrup simmering and steeping and infusing and everything, and I'm just gonna let that do what it's doing for 10 minutes at least. Like, you can put it on low, set it and forget it for however long you really want to. The more it steeps, the more flavor you get. Let's move on to the okra. Have my okra here. It is washed and ready to be cut. What I'm going to do is cut off the top and cut off the bottom. Like that. And simply slice down the middle. That's it. No fancy chopping at all. This is a nice summer snack, and it's healthy, so you won't feel bad about it. Like, chips are greasy and just make you feel icky sometimes. A lot of the times for me, but so now that we have that cut, I'm gonna fry mine in the pot. Set my pot on medium. And I'm using peanut oil. I like peanut oil because it's a light oil and I'm using not a ton. I don't need that much. But like I was saying, like I like using peanut oil because it's light. Obviously, if you have a peanut allergy, don't use peanut oil. But if you can find any light oil, it's perfect like for this fried okra. You don't want a heavy oil because it just sits and it kind of takes longer to get to that crispy effect that I like on this okra. So peanut oil or any light oil will do. Also, peanut oil doesn't burn for some reason, so that's a thumbs up too. Now I have let my oil warm up, and the way that I check my oil is just wetting my fingers nice and wet, flicking it in the oil. If it starts popping and you gotta do one of these numbers, the oil's ready. So I'm gonna take my okra. I don't have anything on this okra, no seasoning, no nothing. It's just plain okra. And I'm gonna use this thingamajigger, only because I'm not trying to get popped by this oil. Load it up and place it in. Should bubble up like that. And I'm only gonna leave the okra in the oil for 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't take long at all for okra to cook. Smelling scrumptious. Got my container here with paper towel in it. It's been 2 minutes, take it out. You don't want to fill the oil with okra. That's why I'm doing 2 sets. I'm gonna do lemon pepper for this one and let it cool. Meanwhile, so my basil has been infusing and steeping in the honey agave and water for a while now. And I'm just gonna turn it off and set it to the back of the stove, take it off the heat and let it cool to room temperature. If you don't have time to let it cool all the way, that's fine. Just mix it up like I'm about to show you and then put it in the refrigerator to let it chill. I'm gonna take my lemon juice. Like I said, this is a cup. Put it in another bowl for mixing. Or a pitcher if you have one. I don't have a pitcher, so we're using a bowl. I have 2 cups of cold water. And I'm adding my sweetener. If you like your lemonade more sweet, then go with that. If you like it sour, go with that. I'm just gonna whisk it. And I have a 3.5 cup capacity mason jar, and I'm just gonna pour that. I'm adding some basil leaves to it. You can add a whole stem if you want. That's cool. Gonna cap it and put it in the refrigerator to let it chill a little bit more. Here's my okra and my lemonade. So here it is, a nice summer refreshing snack and drink. You can even harden this up if you want to. Anyway, you guys, don't forget to sprinkle some love. But hey, enjoy life and stay hydrated. Bye. I'm gonna taste the lemon pepper one. That was unexpected. Yeah. This is where it's at. It's nice and crispy, and yet, I don't know, soft at the same time. Oh man. I can really taste the basil coming through, and it's just giving me everything right now.